Hello, it's Grammy. Taking my walk. There's Frank. You gonna walk with me, Frank? Let's go. Don't know where Twiggy is right now. Or Sophie. Got my flag back off of the morning that I was doing with the black cloth. So that's a good thing. And like I said, I'm through with mourning about it. Oh, I still feel the sadness, but I'm not going to sit around and mourn about it. Just going to try to figure out what it is I need to do. Right now, the only thing I know to do is to turn on this camera and start talking. Just like when I first started, a little over a year ago. Been a few little changes in my life, but not much. The biggest change is just knowing there's other people that feel like I do and actually really care about my feelings, and the things I believe in, they believe in too. So that's been the good thing of these videos. Getting my chair set up. Oh. So, like I said, I'm ready to try to fight in the way I know how, which isn't, I mean, it's just what I've been doing. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a senator or a congressman or policeman or I'm not in the military. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a nurse. Speaking of nurses, Robert Kennedy Jr. is going to be over our health care. Every aspect of our health care. He's a kook. The FDA that inspects our foods and makes sure, that we don't have bad products on our shelves, that'll all be gone. You want to go backwards? You want to go backwards? We're going to go backwards. I've heard that Marjorie Taylor Greene, her name is being thrown out there with some other names for being the head of our Homeland Security. Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, Donald Trump never did release his medical records, which every other president in modern times has done. He never has. And we know he's an old man. And he never released his tax records either, like I say, modern presidents have always done. Not Donald Trump. It's pretty much common knowledge that he got out of paying taxes every way he could. And I heard today a governor of one of the states, I should have went back and checked my videos and things I've been listening to find out where it came from, but I wouldn't say anything if I didn't think it was true. And I actually saw videos of this governor speaking to a commencement crowd at a university. And one of the things that he said that stuck out to me is the way to tell if someone's ignorant is by their cruelty. My experiences in my life, that's true. And you know, it's being said that a lot of these people would step on their own mother's back if they could get the price of eggs to come down. Or step on their own mother's neck if they could get the price of eggs to come down. They won't get rid of their big gas guzzling trucks. No. Gotta have them big trucks. Gas guzzling trucks when the gas prices are high. My thoughts on that are, I guess there have been a lot of women that have said, oh gosh, I don't know how we can afford another truck. The price of groceries are so high. How can we afford to make a big truck payment? Well, we're going to do that. We're going to make a big truck payment. And like I said, you know, ignorance is, you can tell when somebody's ignorant by their cruelty. And people want to blame Joe Biden for the high prices in the grocery stores. It's the people that sell you the groceries. Because they like their big vehicles too. But they don't just like one or two. They like a lot of vehicles and planes and homes and vacations and clothes. The finest. And I was listening to this one girl talking about how, you know, the men have sold their women, their wives, their daughters, some of them their mothers, sold their bodies by their vote to Donald Trump. They'd rather Donald Trump be in charge of their wife and their mother and their daughters. They don't want to have to be responsible. They don't have a clue. Donald Trump is going to protect the women, whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not. Yes, you can tell ignorant people by their cruelty. Like I say, the only thing I know to do right now is to use my voice. And the people I'm talking to mostly are people that understand what I'm saying and feel like I do. And the ones that give me the hateful comments, like I told you, I just remove them. I don't know, I'm beginning to think I should just leave them on there. We all need to see what they're saying. I'm not hiding anything. I had a lot of pain in me before all this stuff with Trump happened. And the pandemic and everything. Because I've had people turn my own flesh and blood against me. But I've not turned my back on my flesh and blood. I never have. I know who my dad was, World War II veteran. I know who my mother was, a very intelligent woman. She was the librarian at our little school here in the mountains. I know who my sister was. She worked for the Department of Social Services, and she tried to help people that needed help. Of course, they're gone, and it's just me. You know ignorant people by their cruelty. We've been accused of being cruel. The Democrats, or like-minded people, of being cruel when we were trying to help everyone. Everyone. I dread, not for myself so much, but for the people that have been fooled. I dread what they're going to see and what they're going to experience. I dread it for you. It's such a shame that people can't accept anyone different than them. That they want everyone to be just like them. I have refused to be just like them. I know who I am. I like who I am. I've learned from my mistakes, and I've known all my life how to do self-reflection. and figure out when I'm not doing things that are not beneficial to me or anybody else. And there are a lot of choices I've made in my life that I stand by. I don't believe that you have to have a lot of money, a lot of cars, a lot of homes to be worth something. But like I say, if that's what you want and that's your dreams, I don't have anything against it either. But don't be cruel to other people, because or make them try to feel like they're not as intelligent as you because you have all the wealth. Wealth does not make intelligence. The women that voted for Donald Trump, you must have bought into the lies that he's told. You must have. That he didn't assault the women that came forward and said he assaulted them. The young women in the beauty pageants that told how he'd walk into the dressing rooms and survey all the girls because he was the owner and he could do that. What about his wives? He has cheated on every one of his wives. I guess that's okay with you. Said it before, say it again. Donald Trump has worked only for himself up until this very moment. He'll put these people that are loyal to him and do exactly what he wants them to do in all the positions, and then the old man can ride around in his golf cart and shit in his pants. And everybody with the like mind of me, what are we going to do, people? What are we going to do? Like I say, I have 2 daughters, a granddaughter and a great-granddaughter, and a grandson who, as best I can tell, has bought into all this MAGA talk. I've been lied about to my daughters. I'm their mother. I gave birth to them. I loved them and still love them. And have wanted nothing but the best for them. I've been proud of them. They're not proud of me. It's like pity. I don't want anybody's pity. I'm not ignorant. I don't try to be cruel. But I've had a lot of cruelty put on me and lies put on me. They'll keep saying about how we have to be strong, and we do. I can hold my head up every day. I'll hide in my closet or in my room and try to shed my tears for my pain and everybody else that I love and care about. I don't want to see what's going to happen. I don't want to see the presidency of Donald Trump this time. But evidently there's a large group of people who want to see it, experience it, take joy from it. You can tell an ignorant person by their cruelty. Anyway, I felt like I needed to release some of what's going on in my head. Frank and Twiggy are out here with me, my little buddies. Here's Frank. He's such a big boy now. He was littler than Twiggy when we got him. Someone set him out in a parking lot at the hospital in Cherokee. He wants down, so I'll put him down. He's a big boy now. The only time he wants to be petted and held is when he says. Of course, a lot of cats are like that. That's their independence. I think that's what I love about cats. They're not dependent. They're not just looking up at you all the time. You know, they're very independent. Like I said, I think little Twiggy lived on crickets and maybe little mice or whatever he found down there at the fishing pier when he was, there he is over here behind me, when he was surviving down there. I like that about my cats. They can be self-sufficient. And survive. So maybe all of us, ones that have like minds like me, we have to learn to survive and be strong. I know I can do it. It ain't easy. And ignorant people like to make it harder on you. They like to be cruel and stand back and laugh. People that care about other people that maybe don't look like them, talk like them, dress like them, love like them. Those people take delight in cruelty towards other people. Because, like Trump, they're stable geniuses. They know what's best. They think they know what's best. I had my oldest daughter tell me one time, "I'm not like you, Mama." That hurt. I wonder who she is like. I don't know her anymore. She's the one I've told you about. She don't talk to nobody. You can live through the pain. A lot of people do live through a lot of pain. And they survive. And they carry on. I guess that's my message that I'm saying to all of y'all and reaffirming to myself. That we can live through the pain. I believe that there's a God. And only He knows what's right. And like I said yesterday, there'll be lessons to be learned through all this. It's not my lesson to learn. I've learned a lot of lessons in the progression of my life. I love you, all my YouTube friends. Stay safe. Stay strong. Keep showing your love to the people that love you. There are some people, I mean, we've all been taught, a lot of us, to love your enemies. And that's true. But the best way to love them is to help them. You don't have to be cruel. But don't be fake either. People can't read our minds. We have to speak. As scary as that is sometimes. And we have to know when to temper our speech. I've always had a problem with that. But I recognize it. And I work on it. Anyway, back to my closing. I love you all. I'm going to keep making my videos. I'm going to find the joy that I can find every day. Things that keep me trucking right along. Until God says it's over. Bye, Grammy Antonia.